So I'm giving you the closest shot I possibly can of her mouth. You know, Daisy's been such a big part of my life now for the last 8+ years when we hatched her. And you know, lately, some people have been commenting, and I understand the concern. You can see her mouth right there where it looks a little bit goofy. I mean, the truth is that I wanted to address this so that people kind of understood. I know some people have said, oh my gosh, she has mouth rot or there's something really wrong with her. And I appreciate everyone's concern. I really do. And I know when I don't address something like this issue with a girl like Daisy, I'm leaving open for opinions and for people to say things about it, and I totally get that. Well, it's at that point now where I feel I had no choice but to kind of talk about it. And I've seen some comments where people think that she somehow has mouth rot or there's something wrong with her. The truth is, ever since Daisy was a baby, she had just a small overbite. And I'm not gonna lie, as she's gotten bigger, it's actually gotten a little bit worse. It just kind of looks kind of funky and stuff like that. The truth is when I kept her on paper, you didn't see it as much because it didn't get kind of gunked up. Now we keep her on cocoa fiber because obviously at the zoo you can't really keep her on paper because it doesn't look that good. But what happens is that all that kind of dirt gets caught in all that gunky spot and it kind of gets discolored. And I get it, when people look at it they think, well, there's got to be something wrong with her. And I appreciate that people are concerned about my animals, but honestly this is just the way she has been. And anyone that kind of has the experience of working with big snakes realize that that's kind of what happens at times. Again, it's not a normal thing. Her mouth has always been a little bit goofy ever since she was young. The other thing she's done for the last, I don't know, 6 years or so is the longer I have her out, she'll actually start to bubble a little bit where she actually like brings up water. Oftentimes it's worse when she actually has drinking just recently, and that's another thing that some big snakes do. I've been to a bunch of other big snake collections and they've had snakes that have done the same thing. It doesn't affect her at all. She's never been sick. She's never had a respiratory infection. She eats all the time. She's completely healthy. You can see how good she looks. She's actually coming up on 9 years of age and she's just a really wonderful snake. But I realize there are times where I have to kind of address these things because I don't want people kind of spreading misinformation about it. And again, I can't stress to you enough how I really do appreciate your concern. Obviously, I've always been very concerned about Daisy too. You know, I love her to death. She's a great animal. I don't want anything to ever happen to her. I mean, she's such a good animal when people come and I'm able to get her out. But the truth is that I don't know that there's anything I can do to kind of help it at all. She doesn't push, at least in these cages. You know, maybe when she was in the smaller cages she may have pushed and maybe that exacerbated some of that mouth thing. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I didn't keep an eye on her day and night. Certainly retics are known for pushing, but since Daisy and Lucy have been in these big cages, I'm sure they're not pushing at all because the truth is it's so tall they couldn't really get any leverage if they wanted to push. I just wanted to let you know Daisy is doing really well. I can't imagine that there's anything wrong with her. And I know there's been occasional people that really want to see what's going on with her mouth, so I'm giving you the closest shot I possibly can of her mouth. You can see that is not mouth rot. I mean, mouth rot is a completely different thing. I've seen plenty of animals that have had mouth rot. That's when their entire jaws swell up, they get really red, so on like that. This is not that. It's just the very front of her mouth, and that's from when she was early on. You can go back on my Instagram pictures and you can see from years ago she'll always have that slight overbite. That was something that she's had since she was young, and again, as she's gotten older, certainly has gotten worse. No doubt about it. I've definitely seen it, and some of it could have been from pushing when she was in a smaller cage. I'm not going to deny that as well. I'm not sure that that's the case, but hey, that could definitely have happened. But I'm not going to look back on things in the past. I can only look towards the future. I've been continuing to try to better my care, better my housing, better the overall happiness of these animals over the last year in particular. I know Daisy has been doing really well. You guys saw her eat a couple rabbits just a week ago. Again, animals with mouth rot don't eat a couple rabbits. That's a sign of health, because mouth rot definitely shuts down the feeding response. That's one of the first things that happens with the snake with mouth rot. So again, I didn't mean to start this vlog out negative. In no way did I want to bring it down. But hey, listen, I love these guys. I want to make sure they have the best life they possibly can. And if an animal does have a problem, I certainly want to address it as quick as I can. Because listen, guys, I deal with thousands of animals. Of course we get animals that have problems. Of course we get animals that get sick. That's all part of it. I want to address those things when it happens. But in the case of Daisy, this is kind of the way she's been her whole life, or at least the last 5 or 6 6 years. So regardless, just wanted to address that. Oh, and by the way, welcome to the vlog. The thing about the Kluber season is lots of food. Talk about calories in, production out. It's really important to keep these guys fed. So you are always feeding lots and mountains of rodents. Look like a mountain of rodents.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, so what's the protocol? These guys you basically just lay in the cage, some you hand to and stuff like that.
Yeah, depending on the snake, just, what we see from the weeks previous, we'll either just leave it in there for them overnight or we'll hand it to them. Some like to strike it, some like you just to kind of leave them alone and let them do their thing. So.
Yeah, and that's all about getting to know your animals. A lot of snakes actually are like that. You can just leave it in and over the next hour or so they'll just crawl up to it and eat it. Other animals are really kind of food aggressive where they come out and they strike and coil it. You gotta just kind of know the animals, and as we're bringing stuff out of hibernation right now, it just takes a little time to get to know everything. So, but everything's feeding good so far.
Oh, really good. Yeah, it's really phenomenal. Good. It's gonna be crazy this year. I think we're gonna have a lot of eggs.
That's awesome. Well, I cannot wait. I'm gonna let him get to feeding because it looks like you're definitely gonna take some time to do this.
Yes, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
All right, cool. We all have our own daily grooming, from showering. I'm not sure that there. Do you shower?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Fresh. To brushing our teeth, to even shaving. Well, at least one of us shaves. When was the last time you shaved?
Oh, no, it's all of this, just clean shaven.
That's more than I wanted to know. But the truth is, I am really big on dental hygiene. I mean, I am all about brushing my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, geez, Noah.
Ooh.
Get it in there.
No matter what your routine, Dollar Shave Club says everything you need to help you look, feel, and smell your best. A lot of you have probably heard of DSC and think they only stick to shaving products. Don't let the name deceive you. Dollar Shave Club can solve all your grooming needs in one box. Shower products, oral care products, hair products, skin products, butt wipes, and obviously shaving products. Basically, if you have a body, they have you covered. Not only do they ship them right to your house, but the more you buy, the more you save. They call it their handsome discount. Now's the time to see how amazing and high quality their products are. Right now they have this great offer where you can get their shave, shower, and oral starter kit, each for only $5. They sent me all 3 starter sets. The shave starter set comes with their executive razor and their 3-ounce tube of Dr. Carver shave butter. The oral care set comes with their weighty toothbrush and a trial version of their toothpaste. The shower starter set comes with 3 trial size versions of their amber lavender body cleanser, citrus and Hawaii ginger face cleanser, and sage and black pepper shampoo. Guys, I really love that Dollar Shave Club supports the vlog, but in all honesty, I really do use their products. In particular, this toothpaste kit is something I use everywhere I go. When I was in Italy, Florida, this was what was in my bathroom bag. Join the club with one of your starter sets for only $5. After that, the restock box ships regular size products at regular price. Get this exclusive deal at dollarshaveclub.com/BrianB. That's right, dollarshaveclub.com/Brian B. While we're updating big snakes, let's go ahead and take a look at Lucy right here. Look at how spread her scales are starting to get. She's went through a full ovulation just in the last couple days, so she is definitely well on her way pregnant, which means that she's probably less than 2 months away from laying what I hope is a beautiful clutch. You can actually see Titan right there hanging out. So he's about to go back to BHB, or maybe we'll find a cage here. Regardless, he's done his job, which is absolutely amazing. Lucy, you are looking so beautiful, girl. I cannot wait for this clutch of eggs. And like I mentioned, we have the live Bella cam right now. We're definitely going to have a camera right here in the corner that faces down, that covers this whole cage. That way you guys can watch how she moves around and tries to find the spot that she's going to lay her eggs. I'm going to be honest with you. I think she's going to lay it right where she's laying right now, which is going to be pretty interesting because I have to think about this. How am I going to get those eggs? I mean, look at where she's at right now. There's not really much room for me. I mean, she's going to be striking like this because she's really defensive of those eggs, and I'm going to have to somehow get those eggs, keep her away from me, and there's hardly anywhere to go. So it's going to definitely be periling, but I cannot wait till it happens. So just a couple months away, guys, and we should be having a great time with Lucy. And if everything goes well, you guys can watch it all live. We still have the 16 baby chameleons that are getting really large. Like I mentioned, here in the next couple weeks, we'll probably start rehoming a bunch of them because they are definitely starting to get big for this cage with all those animals. Even though they have lots of area to hide and get around, it's at that point where within a couple weeks, they're probably not going to do as well. So we have a couple weeks of still having 16 babies, but feeding these guys is absolutely incredible. What do you say we go ahead and feed them and see how awesome that is? How awesome was that? That was absolutely incredible. It's been too long since I fed the frogs on the vlog. I mean, obviously we feed them every single day, and I used to do it all the time for you guys. So what do you say we go ahead and feed the dart frog? I just love that so much. And people ask me all the time how I stay positive in a somewhat negative world. I tell you what, guys, I do things like this because it just makes my heart warm. I love feeding the frogs, and off in the distance I could actually even hear the white tree frogs croaking because the mist system was just on. This is how I stay happy. Let's take a little break for some real time here. You guys know that I hate responding to negativity. I like to keep positive. I really do have a positive outlook on life. But the fact is I do have to sometimes just say a few things. Listen, guys, of course we keep a lot of animals. Not every animal we have is thriving in health. If you have 5 pet animals and one of them gets sick, it's a big deal to you. Obviously, well, think about that times 5,000 or 10,000. Of course it happens. I try to cover it with you guys, and I never hide from that. The fact is that I have over 1,700 videos uploaded on my 2 channels on YouTube, have almost 4,000 Instagram posts, and 130,000 tweets. Obviously, there are going to be things you can pick out that I've done wrong. And as a matter of fact, I never delete Pat's stuff, ever. I don't delete it because that would be wrong. I will own what I've done wrong, and I've done plenty wrong. I'm always trying to do better. I'm trying to take your guys' advice, trying to be a better person, a better animal caregiver, everything. That was what the Reptarian was all about. And sure, you can go back and look at things in the past, and I regret some of those things, but rather than take them away, I've used that opportunity to tell you that I can grow, I can listen. And speaking of listening, listen, I have no problem with people critiquing me for things. I have no problem with you reaching out to me and telling me you think I should do something different. I actually appreciate that feedback. Sometimes what happens is someone will reach out and say, like, you're an animal abuser, I would never support you, you're a horrible person. And then if I respond and be negative at all, then they respond back to saying, I can't believe you're so rude to these people. Listen, I'm happy to have a conversation. Many of my critics that have reached out to me in a responsible way know I will carry on a conversation. I may try to show them my side, but I will also try to listen to your side, always, because we can't grow as human beings if we don't listen to people that oppose what we do. That's part of life. But you don't start an argument with insulting someone, and then when they respond negatively, you think somehow it's their fault responding negatively. If you call me an animal abuser, we don't have anything to talk about because you haven't started a conversation. You basically attacked me. And like I said, you can look back and sure, there are things that I regret that I've done. I won't remove them because that would be wrong. I can't hide the past, people. All you can do is show how much you've grown. So for the people that keep recycling things from the past, I don't know what to tell you. All I can do is live the best I can today. I can't change what I've done in the past. It is what it is. I am trying to be the best person, the best animal guy, and the best overall role model that I possibly can be. But listen, success sometimes comes with the other side. I understand it, and I'm willing to accept it. I just want you guys to know that if you have a conversation with me and you really feel that something I'm doing is wrong, I'm happy to have that conversation. If you come and attack me, you can't expect me to treat you with respect when you've not respected me. You guys know that, and that's what happens all the time. Please, I am always here. I am always willing. If you ever notice, people that come to visit BHB or the Reptarium never have anything negative to say. It's always people that haven't been here and assume things. If you're a critic of mine, I open my arms. I welcome you and come see the place. Come see firsthand. And then if you have an issue with something I do, then let's talk about it. And maybe I can actually learn and do things better. I've been doing this for 30 years. That doesn't mean that I can't continue to learn and evolve and be a better keeper and a better person also. Regardless, I hate that I had to even bring this up, but it's something I felt that I needed to address. Well, that's it for me today, guys. I truly love you guys. You are amazing. Be kind to someone, and I promise I will see you guys tomorrow.